Today I want to teach you that writers of authors' craft essays pause and plan how their craft essays will go, and that when they do this, they have to choose whether to focus deeply on one craft move or whether to instead analyze a few they see in the text. Then they start writing. I want to show you two ways that your essay could go, and then I'll explain why you might choose each one so that you can make a choice today and make a smart one. So, this first example might be a good one for you to use if you feel like you can say a lot about one craft move, and if you see the craft move being repeated and growing across the text. This kind of essay is going to be focusing on how the author uses one signature craft move to illuminate a text theme across a story. Now, in this second example, instead of focusing on one craft move that the author uses throughout the story, you would identify and talk about several craft moves. Now I want you to take a few minutes and look at the differences between these two options. What might be harder or easier about each option? In your writing notebook, make some notes. What are the differences and what would be a good idea for you to use? This is the work that you will be doing today, making a choice on which type of essay you will be writing. If you find that you're struggling to choose, then you might want to look at your notebook to guide you. If you notice that your notebook entries are circling mostly around one craft move, then the first example might work best. The second example will work best if your notebooks are an array of diverse observations about craft. In the first examples that I showed you, we were using examples from the text that we've been reading, but I want to show you what it would look like in a more generic example. So this is again the first example, but generic, where we're focusing on one craft move throughout the entire text. And this is a second example, but again generic, where you would write about multiple craft moves that the author uses throughout the text. Writers, this is the work that you will be doing today. Go back to the lesson platform for your next activity so you can begin to make your choice.